guys, welcome to a new video. Today I'm going to present my Yamaha Fj1200. I recently bought this motorcycle and I really like it, and today I'm going to present you the pros and cons of this motorcycle.
I know you told your friend you're not okay, and tell me what's wrong and why you never said you felt that way. And guess you're trying to stay strong and fake a smile until I look away. But I've known you too long, it hurts to watch your...
It's a great motorcycle. So the first pro of this motorcycle, and that's also the reason why I bought it, is that I was searching a touring motorcycle that can almost do anything. Like from touring just on the 80 km/h road, but also highway and making long distances. So I have a Honda Transalp, also a great motorcycle, also off-road, all-road motorcycle, but I noticed that on highway that it was not that comfortable, and if I need to make like long distances, like if I want to go from the Netherlands to Germany and start touring in Germany, I first need to do a lot of highway cruising, and with the Transalp that was not that comfortable. So I was searching a motorcycle that could do that and that also drives nice when you go slow, and that you also can go fast. So that is why I came with this motorcycle, and so that's the first pro. The second pro that I found with this motorcycle is that it has an insane amount of torque. Like, we are talking about a 4-cylinder inline, so it's a 4-cylinder with total of 1200 cc. And like, imagine this motorcycle was from the 80s, and what they produce of an amount of horsepower and torque, we are talking about 100, I think 130 horsepower on the crankshaft, and at the rear 110. That's ridiculous for that time, and even in these days that's still like, you're still, most of the vehicles too fast. You pull everyone at the traffic light away. So, and if the torque is always like available from like at 2000 rpm, you already have like tons of torque, and even through the revs you have torque. So that's really amazing, and it also drives so good. Like, you can just cruise in the fifth gear, like maybe 50 km/h, and if you give full throttle you go like insane. So that is just third pro that I found, is that this motorcycle also fits my length really good. I'm almost 190, and like, this motorcycle fits me perfectly. I just can sit on it, and I have pretty long legs, but it's still really good, and I really sit really comfortable in it. And also the bike is really heavy. Like, I think if with petrol full, the tank full, it weighs 250 kilograms. So at high speeds it feels really stable. So that's really good. The next negative thing that comes up into my mind is that because it is that heavy, it is sometimes really heavy to take it out of the shed. I have a shed at home where I not have that much space, so that means that I need to roll out the motorcycle, and that it is a big motorcycle, so that takes you some time, some energy, and you really need to watch your back because you cannot lift the motorcycle at the rear to move it. So yeah, that's it. That is a negative thing. Like, if you have a small shed, this is going to be a difficult motor for that. A con thing of this motorcycle is, what I notice is that it loves to drink fuel. It is not fuel economic. if you drive like on the highways, like continuously speed at 4,500 rpm, then you're the most fuel economic. But if you go above the 5,000, then it will like drink a lot of fuel. Then you need to think on like on 1 liter of petrol you will drive 15 kilometers. So the total tank is 20, so you can drive like 300 kilometers on one tank. So you need to pay attention that it lost fuel, and in these days the fuel is pretty expensive, so that's something to pay attention with. And also this motorcycle is still working with carburetors, so that's also positive. Like you cannot see it now, but like if you remove the tank and the seat and the side panels, then you look above the engine and then you see the 4 carburetors. It are like Mikuni, I think. They are the CV carburetors. You can do most of the maintenance yourself. You only need the basic tools for it, and you can use the Highness workshop manual that helps you doing the maintenance and provides all the steps to do it yourself. So that's really simple. And if you want to change spark plugs, example, you remove the tank and then you just see the spark plugs and the caps, and you use your tools and you change it in like a minute. So that's really positive, and you don't need to go to the shop where you pay like 60 euros an hour. You just do it yourself, and that makes this bike so really nice. I love it. You just do all the things yourself. And you some attention things on this motorcycle is that you need to pay attention to the chain, so that the chain is really well lubricated and that it has the correct tension, because yeah, you have like a lot of horsepower at the back, so you need to take really good care of the chain. Of the frame and the construction and the rear swing arm, it is stable. It is just like really good quality, like what we see with the Japanese motorcycles. Like sometimes like the aesthetics from the Japanese motorcycles are a little bit boring, and maybe sometimes also the engine character, but the Japanese, they can build really good reliable motorcycles that will last a lifetime. And you can see that this motorcycle almost drove 200,000 kilometers. Like, that's insane. The newer motorcycles still need to prove that they can also do that kind of. Is done, so let's try it. No, it runs really sweet. I think the warmer the engine is, the sweeter does it run. I really like the sound of the 4-cylinder. Even that I have the original exhaust still under, it really sounds really good. And what is also positive is that you can drive, if you drive long distances, you are not going to be annoyed by the exhaust sound. So that's why I also keep with the original exhaust. Sweet. So you could see it. This is just an amazing motorcycle. I really like it. I think it is one of my nicest motorcycles that I have in my collection, and I'm going to have a lot of fun in the future with it. I'm going to make more videos with this motorcycle. You could see I made a video before when it was like on the dyno, and it put out like 111 horsepower. So if you guys want to see more, just let me know what kind of videos do you like, and don't forget to subscribe on my YouTube channel so I can grow it, make nicer videos, have better materials, like better camera to buy. So just leave a thumb up and subscribe for more. Thank you.